Hello guys, I'm so glad you're here. Take a moment to let your, as I lose balance. Hi Rick, I'm glad the link worked. Hi Pam, come on in everybody. We'll take a moment just to set an intention. Your hands can be at your heart. So just take a moment to make a transition from your morning so far to being here now, kind of like you're shifting gears on a car. You're letting yourself be in this moment. Notice how your body, mind, and spirit feel, and we'll set an intention based on that you're going to honor its wishes. If you need a challenge, you're going to take those options. If you need to modify, you'll take those. Set up the four corners of your feet so you have placement in the mound of the big toe, pinky mound, inner heel and outer heel like your feet are tires on a car, knees are soft. The pelvis is like a bowl that you want to not spill water forward or back, shoulder blades are down the back, and you're lifting up through the crown. And this is our place that we'll come back to. It's called Samastitihi, balancing the mind, body, and breath. Let your inhale go up with your arms. You can clasp the arms and go up and over. And we'll just start with a little bit of lateral flexion, noticing how the side body feels today. Inhale and exhale. So you're gonna let your natural breathing rhythm dictate your cadence. Even if it's slightly out of sync with mine, it's okay. Your inhale lengthens you, and your exhale sends you over. Now as you do this, when your arms are overhead, if the lats are at all tight, they'll pull your back into a little bit of an inward sway. So you're gonna soften the knees and maintain that tone of your ribs down. We're gonna keep the arms on the right and hold this like someone's pulling your arms. You've got a little bit of tone right here so that your low back feels safe. And we're gonna add on some progressions. So if you'd like to add on left foot crosses over your right, you see how that stretches out that side body. If you'd like to add on right hand comes down your thigh. Now breathe into this left rib cage and we're gonna add some nuances of rotation. So you'll rotate down and rotate up. When you rotate down, you've got a little bit more lower back stretch. When you rotate up, you've got a little bit more of these obliques stretching. See what you need today. Let's find a place and hold. For 5, 4, 3, act like I'm pulling your arm in class. 2, then take another inhale and we're gonna reach their arms up. Both feet are underneath the respective hips. Go up and over to the other side. Ardha Chandrasana is half moon. Hold here. It's like someone's pulling you, and you can actually pull your own wrist. That's it. Nice, Betty. Now you can add on the ankle crossing, the hand coming down. And if you'd like to add on, add a little rotation forward or back. Forward or back. Forward or back. Notice how this is feeling. The low back, the obliques, the muscles between the ribs, the shoulder. This also lets you get different shoulder fibers, and that helps with postural, posture and shoulder health. 5, 4, 3, 2, and take another inhale. And then as you come up, both hands are up. Both feet are underneath the hips, and we're going to step, or you can jump like a mountain lion and land with springy fascia out. Good. Take those arms up, and on your exhale, come down. Now, if you'd like to interlace your fingers, you can. If you want to leave them by your ankles, you can. And while you're here, just do a little bending and straightening up the knees. I'm going to take a look at you, but you're down. Good. Betty, you're good. I'm just looking at you for form. What I want to see is that the pelvis is level, that one hip's not higher than the other. And shake out the head. It's almost like your head is a ripe fruit just hanging off a tree. Yep. That's it. And now leave the knees in a place that feels like it's an edge of mild discomfort stretch. You're good. Karen, you're good. I'm just looking at you because I want to see form. And then let your hands come down to your ankles and gently pull. You can give yourself an assist. You should feel the inner thighs but not the knees and not the sit bones. We want to feel the belly, the muscle stretching, not in the joints. And we're going to take another variation. Inhale, lift the spine, take your hands between your feet and underneath your shoulders roughly. Inhale, exhale, pull on the floor. It's like you're giving yourself a little assist. I'm going to look at you, you hold that. Rich, are you okay? I'll check my phone to see if you're sending me a message. No, you're not. Okay, are you good? Okay. You're good. We're gonna add on. This is called the hammock pose. Walk your hands out. And it's almost like you put down dog together with your inner thigh stretch. Wide shoulder blades, toes can be in more, and you're gonna feel that outer calf more. Press into the hands, wide shoulder blades. I'm gonna look at you, you keep your pose. I like it. 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and either stay here, or if you'd like to add on, go into a wide-legged plank. So you're in a plank, your shoulder blade stabilizers are on. Yep. And then you go into up dog. That's a possibility. Or you can just stay there, Karen, if you need to. Press back, down dog, with your legs wide, hammock, plank. So it's a little vinyasa, a vinyasita. Good, Betty. And then press back, and plank, wide-legged, up dog. And keep your abs on as you do that. Good, Karen, that's nice. And then you can chin tuck there. Up. Inhale, open the shoulders. Good, Pam, and then back. And 2. And press your hips back. And 1. Inhale. And exhale. Now walk your hands back. Take your hands to your hips and come halfway up. Now at this point you're like a table, and you're also giving yourself a chance to reestablish blood pressure. Once you feel like your blood pressure's in check, press up into vertical. Your hands can go to the back body, elbows squeeze together, lift your heart. So this is a back bend, but it's a supported back bend. You want to feel your spine lift up and back, not just hanging out in the low back bones. Lift up. Chin can tuck like you have a pomegranate underneath your chin, so you're safe in the neck. Inhale, gorgeous. Exhale, fire the abs until you're in vertical. Arms come out like a 5-pointed star. And if you'd like to, you can either step together or jump like a mountain lion, land like a springy fascia. You got it. Lift and spread your toes. And we're gonna do that 5 times. Lift and spread your toes. If you look at your toes, you wanna see that there's space between the toes. If your toes aren't responding to your cue, get down there and move them until they start responding. That's going to activate the arches, which helps keep the whole rest of our bones in place, because that's the feet are the foundation of the body. So leave the left foot down, lift up the right foot. You're on that calf, or maybe you're on the inner thigh. We'll do a more basic tree vrikshasana. Yep, there you go. If you'd like to, you can add on your higher center of gravity here. You might even take some Gomukhasana arms, which is my fave. Right elbow up, left shoulder back. You can take any, yeah. So in optimal balance position, your ears in line with the shoulder, your jaw lies parallel to the floor, and that sets up your vestibular system in a nice place to keep balanced. Ribs are over the pelvis. Hips are hugging to the midline, so they're not kicking out to the side. Your standing leg is long but soft. 5. I like it. Good, Karen. 4. 3. 2. Now on the 1, the arms can reach up. And on the exhale, the hands can come to the heart and come back to Samasthiti, where you found that sense of posture. The 4 corners of your feet have equal weight. You've got a little tone in your abs, so the low back's safe. Lift and spread your toes. All the toes should respond. Do the best you can to do that. Left foot comes up. either to the calf or the inner thigh, not the knee. The knee doesn't want any lateral or medial pressure, so you're going to protect that knee. The thigh pushes into the foot pushes back. Now, it's an inhale. We're going to lift those arms if you'd like to add on. You can also take it into cow face. I like what I see. That looks good, guys. Jawline parallel to the floor. Right knee is soft. And if you'd like, you can soften your gaze. That gaze is your drishti in yoga. So it sort of helps you set the bones where you want them to be. So the gaze is most likely ahead of you. Where your jawline's parallel to the floor. Add a little fuller breath. You have an energy of calm determination. Good, so you're sort of like a tree. If you do move a little bit, just like a tree sways in the wind, it's not a big deal. You just gently edit so that you come back into balance. Three, two, and when you're ready, we're going to exit. The arms come up for a moment. The palms come down the midline of the body till they're at the heart. Thumbs can touch the heart. Lower the left foot, Samasthiti. Very good. Let's add on a quadriceps. So take your left hand forward, right arm comes to the rear. Now you're holding onto that foot. At first, you might notice your low back tries to arch too much when you do this. So that's a good little sign that we definitely need this stretch with appropriate cueing. So the ribs pull down, the pubic bone pulls up, and that way I'm going to turn you to my side. That way you see the low back doesn't have that excessive curve. We're not giving in to its tendencies. The pelvis is level. This shoulder's also getting a nice stretch. And then the jawline's parallel to the floor. Okay? Yeah, you got it. Good, Karen, I like that. So it's okay to be near something that will help you reestablish your balance, like a wall or a foam roller. Let the breath go really low, because then it's going to be easier to access those fibers that we're stretching of the psoas. We're also stretching that one quad muscle that goes over two joints, the hip and the knee. Now, if you want to add on, you can add a little dynamic quality. Push your foot into your hand. Feel that foot push into your hand as you lift that thigh up behind you. Make sure the right hip is going to try to lift. You're going to try to level it out. Neck is soft, so most of us have to tuck our chin. Looks good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now try to make the transition part of your yoga. Lower that right foot down. Let your hands come to the heart, Samasthiti. And see if you notice the side feels a lot more open. So let that blood pressure settle. Let's do the other side. Take that arm up. Take it back. Hold on to that foot, or the best you can. Maybe you want a towel underneath that foot to hold on to it. Even though the right arm's forward, the shoulder blade is plugged into the back body. Ribs down, pubic bone up, crownless. There you go. And Karen, will your ribs tuck a little bit, just a tiny, yeah. Either, I may be just seeing that it looks tight today. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah, okay. It's subtle, but it's good, I like it. A lot of these cues are subtle, but they pack a big bang. Hold. I like it. So what we're doing well is this right knee is soft. Notice if your right toes are trying to hammer toe right now and contract too much, you want the arches to work. The toes are just on the floor. They're helping you, but they're not death gripping, right? Okay. Sort of the opposite of a hammer toe look. Now, if you want to add on, you can push that foot into your hand, maybe just an inch, maybe more. Thigh up. Now, if you're going forward, you notice your neck probably has a little tension, so you have to adjust by tilting the chin down just a little bit so that your neck just goes along for the ride. Add that big breath. 5, Right glute is getting stronger, by the way. 4, right glute medius, which is really good for back here. 3, 2, take another inhale. Now as you're ready, you can slowly come back and let those feet come down underneath the heart, hands come together. Very good. Now let your feet go in line with your structural hip, so not the fleshy hip, but like the structural hip. So if this is these are your hip creases somewhere in the middle. So you're gonna sit down in the chair. So I'm gonna do it to the side 5 times so you can see that my booty's going way far back. So we're just gonna take Utkatasana. Utkatasana is called the awkward posture in Sanskrit, but we can also just call it the chair. Let's take 2 more, and I just want you to notice your patterns. Your knees want to drag with your second toe. You want to notice that your glute goes back. So if you notice your knees biasing forward, we need to get those glutes stronger, so we'll go back and then hold. Now your hands can be at your heart. Keep your femurs, keep all of this the same, the legs the same, and then we're going to add a pure rotation if you'd like. So this is optional. You can add a rotation. Elbow hooks on the thigh for 5. 4, your upper back is what you're opening. In rotation, 3, 2. Now take an inhale and face front. Check that your knees are in line with your second toe. We're going to do the other side. So just the torso, you really have to kind of keep a awareness of your thighs so they don't collapse inwards. The knees don't collapse inwards. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, inhale forward. Now we're going to stand up, hands to the heart, let the blood flow go. Let that blood pressure. If you need a sip of something, grab it now. And then we're going to add on. Okay. Good. Sitting down, Utkatasana. And I want you to notice if you can feel it's a 50-50 in the legs. So sometimes these kind of postures we want to discover if there's any weaknesses in one leg. So if you can, add on the right leg lifting. Take your right ankle on top of that left thigh. But what you're trying to do is preserve a one-legged squat. Notice these hips, they don't kick out, they're level. Notice this knee, it still tracks with the second toe. Palms can come together. Good, that's it. Do the best you can. If you need to do a bilateral squat, you can, but it is really good to do these asymmetrical unilateral movements because it will reveal weaknesses and imbalances that we can attend to here. So hold here, 5. Good, I like what I see, guys. 4. And yeah, I like how you chin tucked, Pam. 3, 2. Now on the 1, stand up, let the blood flow go. That was really good. So you notice we've done one-legged balances with the long knee, and we're doing it with the bent knee. Other side. Seated. And it's okay if that's all you need to do, or maybe just hover your foot for a moment, but I'd like to offer you to take this little seated pigeon. It's a hip opener too. Notice these pelvis. The pelvis is level. This thigh is now, you're working on knee traction. It's with your second toe, it's with your middle hip. You're working on strengthening that VMO, that muscle right here that helps that patella track, that kneecap track. That right glute, that right quad. The right stabilizers around the hip. Yeah, just sort of notice without judgment, is one leg harder to maintain this one-legged squat? And 2. Now take an inhale and exhale. See how you're doing a one-legged squat coming out. Let your blood pressure readjust. Samasthiti. Ooh, grab a sip if you need it. Take that sip. And we're going to do an eagle pose before we head down. So with Eagle Garudasana, you're going to sit down in your chair. Lift and spread your toes. That's evidence to you that you know you're not biasing your knees, that you're biasing your booty. Your heels are heavy. Lift up your right leg and possibly cross one time, possibly cross two. You got that? There's a lot going on. Do the best you can. You can wrap your arms if you want to go for it. 10, 9, 8. Quadriceps is eagle. 7, 6, 5. Good, Rick. 4, 3. Good. That's it. Good, Karen. 2. Now get ready to ravel out those joints. Let your blood pressure adjust. Other side. Seated. Now this left leg might wrap once over the thigh. And then if you can, the toes hook, but watch how I spin my hips back to the front of the room. And sometimes this is just, if you can't do it, it's just a matter of a different femur length. So don't judge yourself about it, but just do the best you can. Or you can just sit down lower, that'll help. Left arm underneath, palms together. Upper back, getting that breath. 10. See how we're strengthening the legs asymmetrically again, uncovering any weaknesses and helping those stabilizers get stronger in each leg. The other option is just do a basic squat with these arms. 5. You got it. Good, Karen, I like that. 4. Elbows lift a bit. 3. 2. Now on the inhale, come back out. I'm going to have us take a down dog. I'm going to move the laptop in. So if you need to sit, this is a good time to do it. And I'll meet you in a down dog, guys. Oh, keep going. I'm going to lift the screen a little. Keep walking it out. Okay. I like it. And just let your chin tuck a little, Rick. Yeah, you did it before I finished the sentence, so that was good. I like to just see what's going on with the calves here. Keep lifting up your sit bones. Some blood flow there. Wide shoulder blades. You can lift both heels up at the same time and lower. Both heels up at the same time and lower. Inhale. Now either stay with your down dog, or if you'd like to do a little vinyasa like we did earlier, you can go into plank. You can go into an open shoulder up dog. Good. There you go. Good, Karen. And then press back. Heels down, sit bones lift. You can lift your toes here as well. Press through the toes. Go into a healthy plank, meaning you feel your abs. Your ears are back in line with your shoulder, and then you could possibly go into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, which is up dog. Stand on your hands, stand powerfully, strong thighs, open the chest and shoulders, press back, exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels press. Press to your toes. Go into the plank. If you're adding on, open up into up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, open up your shoulders, strong legs, strong hands. Your crown is trying to touch the sky. Your belly's pulling up. And exhale, shift back, down dog. Should be getting a little more open here. The toes might be able to lift up the floor. It's okay if it doesn't. Press through your toes. Go into a healthy plank. So you have your shoulder blades strong. You have your abs strong. Nice, Betty. And then open up shoulders. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Good. Press strong. Open the shoulders. And then exhale, downward dog. Pause for a moment. We're going to inhale and let that right knee down and open up the left arm and open up the left leg. I'm going to look at you. Good. Left hip back. Press that hip up. Inhale. Now on your exhale, go to your hands and knees and do the other side. Left hand down, left knee down. Right foot back, right arm up. Your right foot can go further behind you, your hips are lifting. Keep the breath lifting up. 2. And then as you exhale, come back down. Now, anytime you need a child's pose, you can. I'm going to offer down dog. Press your heels back. Good. Good. Way to listen to your body. Now, that was perfect. Now, when you're ready, put your left foot on your right heel and get that right calf a little longer. Lift up through your sit bone. Heel down. 5. 4. Lengthen the knee if you can. 3. 2. Now let your left foot down, put your right foot on your left heel and give it an assist. Lift up your sit bone. Good. Good head adjustment. You got that. That's really good. And then you're going to take your little heels down. Alright, if you can, take a right side plank. And we're going to take Muldrasana. So if you can, put your left foot behind you and lift up your heart. I love it. Now the other option could be just do a side plank on your elbow. 5. Yep. 4. 3. There you go, Karen. 2. Now go to your front plank, and it could be elbows if you're modifying, and go to your side plank, and then take your right foot back and push up through your upper body. Lift up. 5. 4. 3. 2. Take another inhale. And then on your exhale, bring it side, and then bring it downward dog. Inhale. And then exhale. Let your shins down. Now, this is a pose I'm going to show you called the Dragonfly. Walk your fingers each right and left. And then put down the right side, and you're feeling, I'm going to show you in different angles. Yeah, so see how I'm even? This is Dragonfly X. Good, Betty. Good, Karen. Good. Pam, you used to like this one. You got it. You can go down, Rick. I'm just looking at you, so it's going to look like this. You got it. Now you should feel your outer shoulders. Hold. You're also decompressing the spine. 9. 8. 7. 5. 6. Just notice how those rear deltoids or shoulders feel. Inhale, come back up. And then you can start with your other hand on the top and walk those fingers away. Your torso's right in the middle. And try the other side. I'm going to look at you, but you can stay there. Good. Pam, you used to love these. 5. 4. 3. 2. Just notice how that feels. Come back up, and then let those little legs go out in front. Speaking of shoulders, we're going to take another one. This is called the rack posture. Seated, lift up your arm and go back. Now your fingertips are facing away from you, your elbows are soft. Lift up your other arm and take your fingers away from you. So lift your heart. Yep. And you almost have to keep scanning those elbows because they try to lock backwards. You're barely touching your hands. You're not really hanging out on your arms. Lift up your heart. Feel that shoulder and that chest. 5.
4, 3, like a helium balloon's attached to your sternum. 2, and 1. Now gently come up. I'm going to offer this. You don't have to do it, but it's a really cool way to get back. So if you want to get back a really cool way, you can cross your ankles, put your hands to the front, step and jump back. If that's just not working out, meet me here. You got it. Right knee under, flamingo. Hold 5, 4, 3, yeah, 2, 1. Right foot goes to the back, left knee under. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now go back, feet back, elbows down, dolphin. Dolphin is like down dog, and then shake out your neck. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and then 1. Now come knees down, child's pose, but you can have the toes curling under. Hold that for a moment, and if you need a sip, grab a sip. And then come to one side plank with a tree pose. Take it up, let your left foot on that calf, and hold. So yeah, when you're ready, just come to a tree side pose, side plank tree. 10, 9, good, Betty. 8, 7, 6, 5, you got it. 4. Lower that hip. We're gonna go to the other side. I'm just gonna meet you there. And take it up, add the tree if you would like. And lower. Good. And then come back. We'll take roll yourself down. We're going to take a yogic bicycle, fingertips at the head, and take 30 bicycles. Exhaling, rotating. Let's take 10 more, but pull your toes back. 10. And then let your feet rest and curl up your bridge and hold, but you could interlace your fingers and make that your bridge, or you could take your arms overhead and make that your bridge. Take an inhale. And as you're ready, exhale, one leg comes up and just hold. 10. Yep. 5, hips are level. Let that foot down and just lift your other leg up and hold. 10. Lower that foot, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Take your right big toe with your right fingers, and if that doesn't work out, just hold on to that leg, that right leg. Left hand on your left quad, and this leg could be up, Rick, if you want it. It's a harder pose, and Karen, I like that too. So you can make it a hamstring stretch, or you can make it an abdominal plus a hamstring stretch. 9, good, belly 8, 7, 6, belly in, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let the other fingertips go to the big toe and let your right leg go and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now knees in parallel. You can do a basic crunch 5 times or 10 times, or you can do Navasana, which is a bow pose, and hold. 10. So it's up to you. 9, or you can do crunches, Karen, either one. 7, 6, yep, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, so you're gonna hold that. If you would like a challenge, take 5 counts to come down. 5, drop a little bit. 4, drop a little bit. 3, drop a little bit. 2, drop a little bit. 1, drop a little bit. And now let's take a full body stretch, arms overhead. Resting. Now, when you're ready, you're going to take a bicycle up 5 times. If not, just rest there because I'm going to have us go into a plank. 2. Now on the last one, if you'd like, cross your ankles, hands to the front, step or jump back, and pause. Diagonal flamingo, right knee to the left elbow. And that's going to feel like more obliques. 5. You got it. Yep. Your right knee's off the floor. 4. Good. Your abs should be dying. 3. 2. Right foot back, left knee to the right, left knee to the right elbow. You got it. I'm getting ready to make nice. Inhale. And on the exhale, the toes go back. Pause, you're in plank. If you'd like to, add on your knees down and take a Tsukasana, one of my favorite poses, the frog. You can also do bound angle if this one doesn't serve you, so I'm going to show that. If that doesn't serve you to do frog, you can do this one, which is bound angle. But if frog doesn't serve you, usually a quick remedy is just to fold your mat in and put your knees on that. Hold that. Anytime you need water, do that. I'm going to grab a sip while you're taking your Tsukasana. And let that happen. Good job, guys. We'll take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take another inhale. And then as you exhale, if you put your weight on your forearms, you can lighten your knees. And you can actually come to a right-footed, I'm going to show you from the side, a right-footed lower leg stretch. And you're basically leaning forward on the belly, on the thigh, until you feel this lower leg. Yeah. Karen, grab as much water as you want. Five, 4, that's good, Rick. It's okay if this heel comes up. We're all built differently. Just go to a place where there's a stretch.
Take that foot down and let your left foot up. Lean forward. See if one side's tighter than the other. Now you're going to let your feet go into a squat position. You could put your hands together and down. Palms could even separate. It feels easier usually, right? Yeah. That's good. You'll feel the low back relaxing here too. Feel how that low back is resting. 3. Yep, sometimes you have to walk it out a little. 2. Good, Pam. Pam, that cracks me up that you're just able to be so calm and the dogs are basically full on fighting. All right, take an inhale. And then on the exhale, I want to hit a hip stretch. So if you would like to take pigeon, you can. If you would like to take a lie down figure 4, you can. If you're, I'm going to turn just because I need the length of the mat, but if you're sideways to your mat, just turn like I did. Walk it out. Now the right leg could go up, and it's okay if you want to take the lie down figure 4. It's okay, just fine. That back hip flexor's getting a stretch too. You might even be able to go down. And as you're ready, you can come up, and you might stay here. Maybe you want to play around with the variation. I like to hold that foot. Maybe do one hand. Good. And Karen, that was really good the way you're doing the ankles. Open up. Good, right? Now as you're ready, you can curl your back toes. You can press up. The down dog is also just a nice way to get some blood flow. Lift up your left leg with your inhale. Exhale your left thigh.
take this inhale and exhale, go down. Good, Pam. Come on down. Good, Betty. Five, 4, 3. Just letting go, no tension. You might be ankle rolling if you're in the figure 4. Or toes spreading, good. Anytime you're ready, you can gently come up, maybe do the other foot, like hold on to the foot in the air. Maybe press that foot into your hands. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, place your hands down and then take a downward facing dog and just walk it out. And now you can step or jump up lightly, like you're trying to be springy with your fascia and land lightly. So you're standing, booty down. And let's take about 10 seconds to roll down. So take an inhale, flex your spine. Good, you're in control. As you get lower, you might find you can walk your feet a little further away from you to put more weight on that side of your fulcrum. So just keep rolling, keep rolling. That's good. Yeah, grab letter, whichever you need. Full body stretch. And we're going to take that right knee down, twist. Your left hand's going to hold on to the right thigh. Your right arm's going to go into a few circles. This is dynamic mobility. You want to feel that scapula glide up and down the back. The healthy scapula glides. Now when you find a place that's like a Y or a T, the palm facing up, you're going to find that stretch in your chest and your shoulders. And then you're going to feel your upper back rest, and you're going to feel your lower back lengthen. You're going to feel that hip stretch. And then your gaze is going to be towards your right hand, but you can close your eyes. And 10. We're going to take another inhale here. And then as you're ready, you're going to slowly realign your spine. Take your right leg long. Take your left knee down, twist. The right take about 5 circles. You're going to feel that scapula glide up and down. Inhaling and exhaling, like you're at the beach and you're drawing a large circle in the sand. And then let your hand be in a T or a Y, wherever you can gently rest the arm down. If the arm is hanging high off the floor, then you're going to want to lower it so that it has some place to rest, and that way the muscles can actually relax into it. Or you can use a prop underneath your arm like a pillow to let the arm rest. So take a moment to breathe into the upper back. Let your exhale release any tension. Your eyes are closed, so you're already tapping into parasympathetic system response. Inhale through the nose, ribcage expands, belly expands, upper back expands. Exhale, release any tension. Notice your exhales might get a little longer as you're easing into a relaxed state. You can bias the exhales to get to that relaxed state a little easier. Another trick is that you can yawn, and the yawn quickly gets you to that state. You can imagine you're just pancake batter on a griddle, or your big bag is sand and all 4 corners have been cut and the sand's just pouring out. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, gently come back and realign your spine. Take one hand to one knee, really lightly just stir your thighs. You can also add ankle movements, toe movements, anything you might need. You can hug your belly in, rock a little. And then as you're ready, just let everything go long. Good. And just give a little visible shake to your legs. You're just shaking out any residual tension in the nervous system and muscles, shaking out the arms, shaking out the shoulders and the chest, releasing the neck, anything you need to do. And then just sort of flop into the floor, let it support you. There's nothing you have to do now. There's no one you have to be. You're just basically making contact with that part of you that's beyond physical. You're allowing the releases and the blocks of the physical body just to let go, so you can focus on the breath, a light focus. Watch it go in, notice where it goes, observe it leaving. If you hear any other outside noises, it's just an opportunity to remind you to focus inside. Notice the glutes, see if they can release tension. Relax the knees. Notice if the eyes can let go any more. The tongue and the mouth, relaxing. And just take a moment to notice that peace. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently move your fingers, your hands, your feet. Slowly make your way up towards the seated position. And when you're here, I want you to just find a comfortable place with your fanny 50-50. This is called Tsukasana. And now, just like we did the other day, we're going to take a little bit of Thai yoga. So notice your fingers, opening them up, and just place them on your scalp. And you're just you can shut your eyes so that you can more fully experience the feeling. It's almost like you're shampooing your scalp. You're just going to give yourself a little scalp massage. Behind the ears is really nice on those mastoids. Just scalp massage. It can be scratches. You can actually squeeze the hair and pull it gently. And then we're going to drop down to the eyebrows. So you're going to squeeze in between the eyebrows, work your way out a little bit and squeeze the eyebrows. Work your way out a little bit and squeeze the eyebrows. Work your way out and squeeze.
until you're at the end of the eyebrows, and then add a little temple circle, both fingertips, and moving up, you accent the up, the up, the up. So you're just giving yourself some care and some nurture, and you're giving some attention to these parts of the body that don't get it too much. And then the ears, we're going to just massage the ears. You can pull out like spokes on a bicycle tire, or you can sort of roll around like there's a little marble in between your thumb and your first finger. There's hardly a way to do it wrong. When you get to the earlobes, that's a adrenal reflex, so you can just sort of pulse that a little bit. Whatever feels good is just fine. Now take a moment to place your hands at your heart and notice how your scalp feels. Notice how your eyes feel, the temples and the ears. So just take a moment to notice how just that little bit of attention can improve that feeling. You can make a little segment intending here. This meditation is how you just pre-pave the next 2 or 3 hours of your day. And we're going to look for the things that easily self-soothe us. It can be noticing flowers in your walk. It can be noticing how cute a dog is in front of you. Whatever it is, just notice that you can heighten your vibration, your awareness to those joys around us. Looking for little ways to self-soothe that are easy. And whenever you're ready, you can let your eyes open and come into the room. Thank you guys so much. Speaking of petting a dog, that's right, Tam. Good job. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Happy Friday. See you Monday. Bye, guys.